Hey everyone, welcome back to Kettle Haven Ranch. It's been about 3 months since our last video. Super busy with a lot of hay, a lot more we planned on, and a lot of stuff going on around here. We're going back in the apiary today to look at our Varroa treatments and also pulling some honey. So stay tuned, here we go. You may have noticed I'm not actually in the apiary at this moment. The bees, this time of year, they're really touchy about visitors because they want that honey. They don't want any robbing going on. As you can see, maybe you can, maybe you can't. I got nailed just last night, right in about the same spot. We'd taken off the bee suits and talking about the hives and what was going on in the apiary. And sure enough, I got whacked, no warning at all, right in the nose. Swelled up, closed up my left eye. And today, doing better. But I will be suiting up out here, away from the apiary, and then moving in on the tractor to pick up stuff. If you recall, last year, we lost all our hives. The hornets came in. I was away at work, and the hives really got depleted and robbed out. So we lost all of them. This year we started afresh. Because of that, this is a rebuilding year. I wasn't expecting to collect any honey this year, as the bees have to get ready and rebuild for the winter in the cold temperatures. That's more important. Surprisingly, at hive number 8, the last hive in the row, it's full. It's brimming full of honey in the honey super. So I'm concerned about that hive being honey bound. I'm also want to get the honey off of there so that we can start the Varroa treatment, because we're running out of time for this year and getting a good treatment in before we start getting really cold temperatures at night. So the plan of the day is to remove that full honey super, replace it with an empty one. I won't be putting a queen excluder between the hive bodies, the deeps, and the medium honey super. I'll let them roam free. That'll give the queen a little bit more room. We'll get some more of the medium honey frames drawn out in the process, and we'll be able to use those next year. Well, I'm going to move the camera, get my bee suit on, and get in there, and we'll get to work. Well, here I am at hive number 8. I'm going to try to pull this off without using a smoker. As you can see around me, it is tinder dry. And I really, if I can get away without the smoker, an open flame, just to get it lighted, ever the better. So we're going to try to do this in and out, grab the honey, replace it with a new honey super, and then walk away from it before they get too mad. As you can see, there are some bees in here. They found their way in, and they are already mad as the dickens at me being here. So, ooh, that is a heavy box. They're going down and swarming out at me. Beautiful. Locked up. What I brought with me is 2 of the top covers. I have them sandwiched with the honey super in between. That way the bees who can smell, and wasps and hornets and everything else, smelling that honey, they can't get into it. There's a few still in there. A few didn't go down through the excluder. Let's take a look at that. Either that or they made it around it. But look at this beautiful hive. Look at that. Just gorgeous. Gorgeous and mad. So I have another honey super here. I'm going to try to get it on. I always hate that crunch sound. There we go. Now, if this was honey bound inside, which it looks like it was, the queen has room now. There's no excluder. She can move up into this top box, and she has it for the winter. And that's the way that goes. So from here, what I'm going to do is put the Apigard on, because we definitely need it. Have to find my spacer. This is my 2-inch spacer that I built. It has screen ventilation holes in it. And from there, I got to get in front of the camera to get the Apigard disc. Grab that. Okay, this isn't a product endorsement. I'm not paid by Apigard, but there is a link at the bottom if you want to order it through Amazon. This disc, you tear open, start them before you put your bee gloves on, just like that. Leave the cover on, set it right down underneath your spacer. The bees don't like it, as you can see already. They're attracted to it. They're going to pick up little pieces of it, carry it down, and put it out. In the process of taking it through the hive, they're doing the fumigating of the Varroa mites for us, which is really handy. So from this point on, we can go ahead and put the top cover back on. I'm not going to use the inner cover. There we go. In 2 weeks, I'll put another disc on, leaving that disc in place. In 6 weeks from now, I can pull both the discs out, and we'll be getting into our winter temperatures. So setting the hives up, getting them ready. They should be getting rid of the drones by then, and they should be moving into the winter bees. So everything is online here for a successful year with hive number 8. Hey, well, I'm here and being swarmed by bees. Love it. We have a quick update for you. Hive 1, 2, 3 all have good populations. They should make it through the winter. They didn't have enough honey to go ahead and harvest, so we're letting them be with 2 deep supers per hive. Hive number 4 absconded on us back in July. They went down to the outhouse down by the river, and they're up in a dead cottonwood tree. We'll see what happens with them down the road. I was busy harvesting hay at the time and unable to get a hold of a bucket truck to get up in a big mountain ash tree where they'd first clustered up on the swarm. So hive number 4 is out of the running. It's an empty hive right now. Hive 5 is doing good. Hive 6, if you recall, we requeened. It has a medium-sized population now. I'm hoping for the best. I'm hoping they'll really pick it up when we start doing the feeding. 7, good shape. 8 is the mega hive. I'm wondering if in the row of beehives here I have, if 8 hasn't picked up bees from all the other ones. That happens when your hives are really close together, and the majority of the pollen is to the east from here. This is the first hive they get back to. Could be, can't prove it, but that's the way it is. Okay, we've also started feeding. I had old honey from previous dead outs. They're down by the river, about 150 yards away. That keeps the bees from getting out of robbing each other, and keeps the hornets out of this area, keeps the hornets and yellow jackets down there. When I start feeding, I'll be feeding a 2-to-1 sugar water. I can do it now because I pulled the honey. That'll be done about 100 yards away. In another direction, the bees will find both these sources real quick, and they'll get on it and they'll start harvesting it. More importantly, so will the hornets and the wasps, and they'll stay away from the hives. At least I get a much better chance. I do have entrance reducers in place to help protect my bees. I also have, I tried this year using the hardware netting. I'll try to get a close-up of that before I leave here. Limiting how many bees can come in and out at a time, and it limits how many hornets can get in and out also. It allows the bees to defend themselves. Hey, this is like video number 46 or 47 on our channel. For me personally, retirement is coming up quick. You'll see a lot more out of Kettle Haven Ranch. If you like our content, if you like the videos, please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and share our links with friends. We sure appreciate it. Sure will help out down the road as I get into my golden years. How fun. Okay, and we'll be doing a lot more ranching. We have the pigs coming up for harvesting them coming up in October. We have sheep coming, and we have a new filly coming in October also. It's going to be a lot of fun. I hope everyone's staying safe and healthy. Watch out for that COVID.